Hello, everyone. My name is Jeanette. I am a second grade teacher. I teach in a dual immersion classroom, Spanish dual immersion classroom. And I was invited by Fabiola to speak about separation anxiety and how that might look like in the classroom, and also just some tips on how to help parents cope with it, as well as for toddlers, helping separate with separation anxiety among toddlers, as I do have a young little one who has experienced separation anxiety. And yeah, so let's dive into it. So how would I manage students with separation anxiety? Well, as a second grade teacher, it involves creating a supportive and structured classroom environment, so establishing consistent routines and clear expectations that can provide a sense of security for these students. So it's always nice to just the kids just knowing what time math is, what time writing will be. It's always nice to have a consistent schedule as a teacher and as for students who struggle with separation anxiety, because that also really does happen at the beginning of the year. They're new to your classroom, and they just can't seem to leave their parents after being being with them after the whole break. So some do really well, but some really do struggle to do it. You see some tears, you see a lot of hugging happens in the beginning of the year, because we're trying to make sure that they feel safe. So definitely just knowing where things are going to happen and being consistent with those routines is really helpful. That's why the first week of school is just setting the tone on how of how your classroom's going to be. But we do a lot of SEL, social emotional learning. So we spend a lot of time on how it is to be away from mom, how it is to be here in class for the first day of school, and we read books like on the card, a letter from on the first day of school from your teacher. We teach about Panda, Mr. Panda. Mr. Panda is a big one. Yes, please, and which one's the other one? Thank you. Speaking on those things, just little things that, although it seems so common that they should know, as second graders, we definitely just go over them again. Also, offering a reassurance of positive reinforcement, such as praise and encouragement, as I spoke before, they just build their confidence and reduce anxiety. Also talking with parents, just collaborating, having an open communication, making sure that they know that you're their teacher, and that's why we have open house as well. So it's really nice to have those open communication to speak to parents. And school counselors are definitely a big thing in my classroom. I have them speak upon a lot of topics, and then sometimes it includes separation anxiety. So that is also just what I do to support them academically and emotionally. On another note, any tips I can give or offer to just help toddlers and parents cope with separation anxiety is something to just gradually include separation in a gentle and predictable manner, so that they can help them adjust. Encouraging parents to practice short separations while reassuring their child of their return. So you're going to make sure that that your child knows that you're going to come back, and so that can build their trust and their confidence over time. So providing comforting objects like a favorite toy, a blanket, this can just offer a sense of familiarity and engage in calming activities together before parting. So definitely bonding before you let go of your child. Such as reading a book. This could include singing a song as well. This can really help just ease the transition of leaving the child. It's also essential for parents to remain patient, empathetic, and consistent in their approach while seeking support from the community as well, and just seeking maybe even talking to the doctor, a counselor, just to make sure that if you have that access to talk and see what they suggest as well. For me, it's just consistently right now we're dealing with church, like taking him to church. He does start to cry, I reassure him that I come back, and then as he's getting familiar with that cycle, he stops feeling that I'm not gonna come back. And then right now, I know a lot of people, they go to work and leave their child, and it's just as long as you create those bonds and communication and have activities that you can do for bonding time, that really helps your child too. It's always going to be hard, but consistency is always helpful with your child, so, or with any toddler. So, and then the person who's receiving that child can also be calm and patient. So, yeah. So, those are some things that with my experience I've had to be able to tap into and understand. But yes, I hope this has been informative, and thank you guys so much for listening. Fabiola, thank you, and warmest regards. Bye-bye.